I studied economics at UCLA, and I'm here to share the 5 unfiltered truths about majoring in economics. By the end of this video, you'll know if this degree is worth it for you. And I'll give you some takeaways that could save you a lot of time and frustration. Let's dive into it. Truth 1. It's mathnomics. I thought economics will be about learning how to interpret graphs and data, like those analytical stuff. But that's probably less than 5% of it. The reality is that it's more like mathnomics, meaning so much math involved. You'll spend most of your time solving equations, taking derivatives, and basically applying calculus to different imaginary econ problems. If you're not ready to marry yourself to math, you're going to struggle, like I did. With homework, problem sets, and exams, I can confidently say to you now that you won't be able to score enough points to pass without having a solid math foundation, unfortunately. So understanding different economic concepts is one thing, but knowing how to use a mathematical approach to solve them is another. So if math isn't your thing, get your ass up right now and definitely master differentiation. Otherwise, you might be crying at 3 a.m. in the bathroom during finals week, with your friends of course. So get this, if you study econ, math gives you wings. Truth 2. Too much theory, not enough real life. You might think economics will teach you how to make money and invest like a pro. Where did you hear that? Spoiler, it doesn't. Instead, you'll spend hours learning theories and formulas that are pretty much disconnected from the real world. Most of my professors used lecture materials that hadn't been updated in years, and they didn't care. So my point is, you will be learning a lot of theories that barely have any practical applications. So you won't learn how to make money or how to invest. No Bitcoin, of course. Think of theory as mental weightlifting. It builds your analytical muscles, giving you a strong foundation to learn more practical knowledge later. But let's be real, if you're looking to learn job market ready practical skills, this major isn't it. Sorry. Truth 3. It won't make you an econ expert. Studying economics won't make you an expert on the subject. At all, actually. I remember finishing my last econ class and thinking, that's it? What did I actually learn being an econ major? And I actually couldn't answer my own question. It was humbling to realize how much I still didn't know about the real world, especially the financial market. With that being said, you'll pick up some interesting concepts like utility, which measures satisfaction or value, and opportunity cost, which helps you evaluate trade-offs. These concepts can be useful for decision-making in daily life. And here's a real upside of studying economics. It makes you curious about the cause and effects of the world, so it pushes you to ask better questions and learn more. Truth 4. Game theory is the king. Even though most economics theories have nothing to do with real life, and they are abstract as fuck, game theory is an exception. It's the most practical and valuable thinking framework that I learned in college. Game theory helps you predict how people make decisions when their choices affect each other. And it applies to everywhere: politics, business, poker, and daily life. For example, my friend once asked me for advice when his girlfriend wanted to break up with him and he didn't know what to do. So we used a game theory framework, mapped out payoffs, which represent the degree of happiness, and figured out the optimal action for him to take. It worked out and she came back to him after a few days. Or the other time, I had to decide whether to pursue a finance career that I hated or take the risk of becoming a content creator starting from scratch. Actually, I did use the game theory payoff metrics to analyze my options, and so far so good, I guess. So game theory gives you simple but powerful tools like payoff matrices and decision trees to think more strategically and clearly. Looking at everyday life as different games with participants who have different strategies influencing each other. It's 100% worth studying. Truth 5. You're learning how to think, not skills. An econ degree won't teach you technical skills like coding or financial modeling, but it will teach you how to think logically, analytically, and critically. I think economics is about breaking down the big, messy problems and finding patterns. It's about asking the right questions, like why does market crash? Why is housing so expensive? Why do people make irrational choices? These skills can be invaluable in the future, but don't exactly scream job ready on your resume. That's why internships are essential for econ major, to help you build the practical skills employers care about. I didn't find any internship until the very end end of my junior year, so if you are struggling, don't worry about it. So studying economics teaches you how to think like an economist, using different concepts, theories, and a data-driven approach to find insights that improve decision making. This skill really takes time to practice and develop. Far more than just reading a couple of books or watching some videos online. So spending 2 to 4 years in college to develop a skill of how to think clearly, I think it's good. So here's the question. Is majoring economics worth it? My answer is, it really depends. If you are after job security or technical skills, this isn't the degree for you. But if you are curious about the why behind the world and want to learn how to build up your brain muscle, it's a great choice. For me, I'll say it was worth it. I didn't leave college with any technical skills, but I learned how to think like an economist. I'll say it gave me a solid foundation for solving real-life problems using a logical and analytical approach. At the end of the day, you won't remember most of the theories, formulas, or facts you learned in college, but you'll still remember how to think. So in my opinion, studying economics trains you to become a better problem solver, someone who can tackle big, abstract, real-life problems with an economical problem-solving mindset. As Einstein said, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.